Hi guys, my name is Shoja Walker, also known as Dro the Gooner, and I'm going to give you my 2016 Copa America review of USA v Ecuador. And it was a pretty good game, 2-1. We made it. We're gonna be playing in my hometown of Houston, Texas. I'm super stoked about it. Super looking forward to it. And one of the first notes about this game, no Yedlin, so we went with Beasler, which I thought was an awesome decision. I really like Beasler. For me, he's my co-man in the match with Brooks. Brooks was just an absolute monster today. Any and everything that came through there, the guy was just cleared it out, which is kind of weird because a couple of years ago, especially during the last World Cup, I wasn't a Brooks fan. I was like, who's this big, tall, awkward kind of a guy? And I guess this past year he did pretty good work in the Bundesliga, so it translated to the national team. Really good job, like I said, clearing the ball, getting the balls out of any and everything you really want out of your center back. He was my co-man in the match, and I also say that Beasler was my co-man in the match. I really like Beasler. He's kind of boring. He doesn't do anything exciting. He's not going to come up the wings, even though he did have that little awesome ball through onto Dempsey that led to the Zardes goal. Beasler was solid. Backline was solid. I really liked everybody. The center backs did really good as far as playing the balls out of the back. Cameron is really kind of a ball playing center back. Even though he would get a little overconfident in my opinion. You know, he would make a great play and make a great pass, make a great little run up towards the midfield. But sometimes he kind of, in my opinion, he extended a little bit. But all around good performance from Cameron. Sorry guys, I'm looking down at my notes here. And I like the way the U.S. Everyone worked hard. Everyone worked really hard. They closed down space. Passed the ball. Jones was out there tackling. Even though in the first half he was kind of shaking me because he had a couple errant passes that kind of went out of bounds and had a couple of turnovers. But everyone else worked hard, especially Bedoya, man. Alejandro Bedoya, that guy was up and down the pitch, back and forth all through the field, chasing guys down and closing down balls, and I really like that from Bedoya. I really liked the way that Bobby Wood opened up space for everyone else. If you notice in the first half, Bobby Wood is kind of goes ahead of Dempsey while Dempsey kind of sits to the top, and Bobby Wood was kind of running off to his right side. And while he did that, he pulled a lot of Ecuadorian defenders with him, leaving a whole lot of space. I really noticed that, and I was hoping that, hey man, somebody needs to exploit that space because it was pretty open, and they did. The 22nd minute, Bobby Wood receives the ball and he pulls. I believe it's about 3 Ecuadorian defenders that he pulls with him, kind of leaving some open space. It left him on. It left him open space with Paredes, and the two things happened to me that kind of worked with each other. The fact that Bobby Wood moving in that direction pulled Ecuadorian defenders with him, but also the fact that I believe that Ecuador saw Beasler, new guy, hadn't played in the any games yet, and figured that, hey, you know what, we can exploit this guy. He's new. He might be a little nervous, so. You had Antonio Valencia on that side, so they kind of, I'm guessing that maybe Ecuador thought they could exploit that and send Paredes on overlapping runs alongside of Valencia, but Beasler again solid, held it down, did what he does. He's not gonna do anything exciting. The guy's kind of like oatmeal, you know, just plain solid, but gets the job done, gets you filled up, and I really appreciate Beasler tonight. He did an awesome job in my opinion. In the first half, Ecuador kind of set back and kind of defended, and then and allowed USA a lot of possession. And my only guess is that they were doing that to set up a counterattack. Like I said, you had Beasler on that side. They were pushing Paredes up, had him overlapping, had him running on the flanks alongside of Valencia, and the USA did a real good job of clogging up the middle. They had, like I said, you have Jones and then you got Bradley, and those guys are clogging the middle. So Ecuador couldn't really play through the middle, so they had to go to the wings, and like I said, that overlapping space to me allowed that the overlapping space coinciding with the way Bobby Woods run stretching defense, especially in that from my angle watching on TV to the upward right direction of the field. It allowed that all that open space for guys to run onto. And now, like I said, I was hoping for somebody to exploit it. In the 22nd minute, Dempsey did, moving to the open space. Came from a Jermaine Jones pass. Before that, the guy was kind of, like I said, I think he had passed the ball out of bounds in the previous play. So he really got into the game and made that pass into the onto Dempsey, and he finished with a pretty good goal. And like I said, throughout that first half, awesome defending by Brooks. Throughout the entire game, awesome defending by Brooks. I thought he did a pretty good job. Everyone did a pretty good job. You know, they were running guys down, closing off space, disallowing passes. Like I said, clogged up the middle. They couldn't go to the middle. The only option Ecuador had was the flanks, especially will be their right flank. And after that goal, things got a little chippy. Ecuador, in my opinion, kind of like a lot. You see with a lot of South American teams, they get frustrated easily to me, you know, and they start with the chippy fouls and all that stuff, and kicking guys, and that's what they do. And things start to get a little chippy, a little elbow back and forward, and also there was a really good play by Brad Guzan. I forgot the Ecuadorian player that got in on him. But you see that Guzan wanted to step outside the box and he didn't, and he stopped and made a pretty good save. I really like that. And one of the interesting things that they went to a flat 4-4-2, which is kind of cool. And when I first saw 4-4-2, it's like, well, they're gonna go to that 4-4-2 diamond, man. Somebody's gonna drop back. Bradley's gonna drop back. Jones is gonna push forward, and it's gonna be the traditional. You know how the USA usually plays, but they didn't. They stayed pretty flat. Bradley would drop back every once in a while to break up play. He did a really good job of breaking a play, actually. Breaking a play and making passes onto his teammates. And 51st minute, man, got to talk about it, man. The double, I guess, yellow card to Valencia, which was the second that sent him off, and the red card to Jones. That was stupid on Jermaine Jones' part. There was no reason to put your hand in the guy's face. There was no reason to come around it. The foul, the referee on the sideline saw the foul, and the guy was on his way off. There was no reason for him to come over and charge. Now you're going to miss the semifinal game, which we would have to play either Venezuela or Argentina, and you really want all your best players going against Argentina because it's absolutely world class, that team. And like I said, more solid play in the second half by everyone, just chasing the ball down, closing the ball down. And then in the 65th minute, you had the goal by Zardes. It was a ball played in by Matt Beasler to Dempsey. And one of the things I didn't understand was that Iovi is holding his hand up, claiming that Zardes is offside, but he doesn't realize the whole time that Zardes was actually behind him, which is kind of weird because it's Iovi who contests the header with Zardes when he heads the ball onto Dempsey. And it's like, you defend a guy, you absolutely forget that he's standing there, and then you just throw your hand up on offside. But another funny thing was that I forgot the other center back's name. It might have been, it wasn't Mina. Erazo, as soon as the goal went, Erazo turns around and walks away because he knows, like, bro, he's on side, man. You just contested the header with the guy, and you just totally forgot that the guy was there. So I don't know why he was throwing his hand up saying he was offside. And of course, they come back and respond. Like I said, in the second half, really, really chippy. Guys are elbowing, throwing elbows. Me personally, with any soccer game or when I'm playing FIFA, around the 60th minute, I'm looking to sub. I'm looking, hey, let's switch to get some fresh guys on, especially because USA had been running and working so hard. Bedoya was just absolutely drained. And in my opinion, that's how he got that silly yellow card, which is going to suspend him again for the next game. And because he was tired, the guy got past him and he pulled him down. So we're going to be missing Bedoya, Wood, and Jones for the next game. All of them silly yellow cards. I appreciate Bobby Wood's toughness, fighting back. I won't back down, but at a certain point, you just got to back off and just continue on with the game. So he ended up getting himself another yellow card, so he'll miss the next match. That's going to kind of hurt. Like you said, you want all your aces going against Argentina because the guys that come off the bench are world class. So and late in the second half, the guys just absorbed a lot of pressure. Everybody dropped back and absorbed pressure. Again, more awesome work by Brooks, clearing the ball, getting rid of the ball. What I really like in the center back, I mean, everyone likes the traditional. Everyone kind of is fancy by that ball playing center back. The Jerome Boateng, the Gerard Piqué. The almost like the guy that's almost like a sweeper, like the Beckenbauer style center back, where I can pick the ball up, dribble in the midfield, and make a pass or make a play. You really don't necessarily need that all the time, especially at that point in the game when you're 2 goals up. You just need to get the ball out of the box and clear it and get it on the other side of the field. And I really appreciated that work by John Brooks. And but Ecuador did get a goal back. It was in the 74th minute by Arroyo off a set piece. Like I said, both teams were playing 10 men at a side. Ball gets crossed in. Arroyo finds it. Bam, back of the net. I don't really think that Guzan saw the ball because the ball did come through traffic. And that's pretty much it. That's what pretty much happened in the game. And it was okay. I just hate the fact that all those guys are going to miss the second game because, like I said, you want those guys going against Argentina. Like it's in my hometown of Houston, Texas. I'm really going to try to check it out. And first soccer review video. I love the sport. I love the game. It is truly a beautiful game. Like I said, first video, but first of many. I'm going to try to. I can't do every Copa America game, but I'm going to try to do at least the ones the USA plays in. And I'm going to try to sneak a couple Euro games in there. I'm a really big fan of the French national team. I like the way those guys play. Pogba, Matuidi, and N'Golo Kante. It's interesting to watch Olivier Giroud during the Euros because I'm an Arsenal fan. You can tell by the name Dro the Gooner. And I will at least want to do one France game so I can give you my opinion on Olivier Giroud. I think I might do a couple of transfer videos. Not necessarily rumors. I hate transfer rumors really because it's all agent talk. Agents trying to move the guys on, trying to get more money for the guys. So, but I think the next video I might do, it might be an Arsenal transfer video. Might try to do a Euro match tomorrow because I work during the daytime and I get home, check out the DVR, and see what's on there, and do a couple matches and give you my opinion on it. Like I said, super stoked about the guys qualifying to the semifinals. It's gonna be in my hometown, and I don't know. A lot of people are picking Argentina to beat Venezuela, but when it comes to South American football, on any day, any team can sneak up and win. All you have to do is look at the Copa Libertadores. For a moment, you had the dominant teams from Argentina and Brazil winning them all. And then in the last couple of years, you've been having teams from, you had LDU Quito from Ecuador winning a couple years ago. You had a team from Paraguay winning a couple years ago. So you really never know. I think Venezuela is going to defend hard against Argentina, even though Argentina is going to have all that attacking flair with Messi, Di Maria, and a whole list of world elite stars. And thanks, guys, for watching the video. Like, subscribe. Like I said, this is the first of many, and there will be many, many more videos coming. Good night, guys. Salute.